This is Ashoka's Duel in Peridia, set 75385. It comes with 5 minifigures, that being Ashoka Tano, Ezra Bridger, Morgan Elsbeth, Thrawn, and a Night Trooper. Starting off with the pros, we have Ashoka, and I think she's best described if I get her previous minifigure, which came in the T6 Jedi Shuttle set, which I reviewed a while back. The only big similarity is the heads, which are exactly the same. They're both dual-sided, and this one has an angry face, this one has a more pensive face, and the same goes for this one. And the real difference between these two is that this one has a tan headband, and this one has a more silver tone to it, and that's of course accurate to both characters. There are other differences that I'm not going to fully point out, such as like the arms, they kind of have some updated designs, such as the straps around the wrists, but I'm not going to go full in depth to that. All you need to know is that this one is different because it changed in the show. But overall, I think the new one looks just fine and it fits the set very well. Next is Ezra Bridger, and he comes with a blue lightsaber. Obviously, it's just kind of sitting over here. Nothing special about it. But Ezra is a brand new character, at least the older version is. We've had other versions many years ago when Rebels came out, but now in Ahsoka, he's grown up, so of course they had to make an updated design. He has a double-sided head as well, similar to Ahsoka. This side is more passive face, and then this one is very angry, like he's getting ready to fight. His torso and legs are brand new prints, and I think that's awesome that LEGO has taken the time to print some brand new things for the character. And it looks great. It looks very accurate to how he looked in the show, and it really just gets the job done. One thing that really makes this character stand out is his eyes. They are bright blue, and he does have blue eyes in the show, but they don't make him look possessed, if you know what I mean. On Ahsoka, she also has colored eyes, but it's kind of different because she's a different species. Ezra is human, and his other minifigures that came before this one did not have that color eyes. They were just the basic black eye with that little sort of light flare in it, but this is kind of weird looking, but otherwise great figure. Morgan Elsbeth is the villain from Ahsoka, and now we have this figure of her in this set. She actually came in another Ahsoka set like about a year ago. I unfortunately did not come around to buy that set, so I don't have the other figure, but here it is. There's nothing really different about it except for the face. This one has some odd tattoos, which is when she gets the superpowers in the show, and it is also double-sided. You can see on one side it's sort of angry and the other side is more neutral. One thing that's really cool about this minifigure is that it comes with a sword that you get to make, and it has a really nice like dark metallic hilt with a weird gray stud piece on the back. I don't know if that's accurate to the sword. It does kind of make it painful to position it in some ways. It just kind of restricts the movement of the hand a little bit. And it also has this really cool like green blade that's the same piece as the Mandalorian's darksaber, but it is kind of translucent green. You can kind of see your eyes through the blade a little bit, and I think that's really nice. I think it's accurate to the sword. I don't really remember what it looked like, but here's a picture. You can judge for yourself. What's really strange is, I'm going to go back to Ezra over here. You know how he kind of looks possessed? Well, Morgan Elsbeth does get possessed when she has the tattoos on her face. Her eyes turn like a dark black. And she doesn't have those eyes. She just has the basic, as I said, like black with the light flare in her eyes. And for some reason, Ezra got the weird, possessed, terrifying eyes. That doesn't really make sense. But I'll get to that in the cons later. Great figure. Moving on to the next. Grand Admiral Thrawn, and there's only a few things I gotta say. Yes, 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 yes! I am so happy I get to have my absolute favorite Star Wars character in minifigure form. This is awesome. There was another Thrawn figure that came out a while back during the Rebel sets, and now we get a new updated version of him because he was in Ahsoka, and that is awesome for me. I really like that they didn't go overboard with his design. It's very simple. You got that rank insignia there and the belt, and really not much else. The back is also very simple, just the belt and the gold shoulder pads, which I really like, and it's just really simplistic. And we get the dual molded legs, which I think is awesome. LEGO really doesn't do that anymore, and for them to bring it back for my favorite character is just really special. He comes with a blaster pistol and some nice blue hands that really set off the character. He has a double-sided head as well. One is sort of with an eyebrow raise like Dwayne Johnson, and the other side is angry, ready to attack. I don't love how it's angry because Thrawn actually never really gets angry. His face almost always stays like this the entire time because he's always in his own head thinking about what he's going to do next. So kind of weird for him to have a second face, but it's fine. I guess it works for fun play purposes. Looking at that old figure from earlier, we can see that skin tone is a bit darker, I think, and the hairpiece is a dark blue instead of straight black. And the reason for that is, I think, the skin tone anyway is because Thrawn is a bit older in the Ahsoka show than he was in Rebels. And the black hair, I think, was just a design choice because he's now in live action and no longer animated. So really just meticulous design choices, nothing really to be mad about. Finally, we have the Night Trooper, and the Night Trooper looks absolutely sick. I love all the bandages and cracks on his armor, makes him super accurate to the show and really cool in Lego form. Probably the best part about this figure is the cracks on the legs, torso, and helmet. And they're cool because they're kind of metallic, meaning they reflect some of the light that comes on them and make it look extra cool and accurate to the show. They got those patches of armor that have been filled in with gold, and that's really cool that Lego went all out to make this guy extra awesome. I also really like the bandages. It really sets off that figure, make him look really banged up, especially on the back when it's wrapped around that detonator back there, makes him look really, really cool. Another one of my favorite things about this figure is that when you take off the helmet, you get a zombie face. That is so cool. I love how the teeth are as brown as the skin, make them look really dirty. We also get a bit of printing on the back just to set off the character a little bit more. And the eyes are green. Again, don't really know if I like that, but he is possessed, so it kind of makes sense. And I think that's really special that Lego gave us that. The main build for this set looks really, really sleek and lots of open space to put the minifigures. There are these 3 turntables, one on the front and 2 on the side, which you can control with these cranks right here. You can see you can turn them and they will turn with you, so you don't have to use your fingers, I guess. I don't know why they do it for this one and not this one, but who knows. On the back, there's this weird flick thingy down here. I'm not exactly sure what it's for. I think you're supposed to take a minifigure, put them on the back here, and then flick them off. Oh, I guess I can see how that works. It's there, so I guess it's a play feature, but I'm not really going to use it. I really like these obelisks too. They're kind of slanted inward, which is accurate to the show. They've got these really nice stickers on them. Each one is different, I think, except for these 2. So that's really nice that Lego went and made different stickers for these. I am a bit disappointed that Lego didn't make the full circle. They, of course, only did the half. And I bet if you bought 2 of these, you could finish it off, but that would cost you $100, and I'm not going to do that, so somebody else is going to have to. But even without that full circle, you can fit all the minifigures on here very nicely. I got some good news. I don't have that many cons. For Ahsoka, I've got none. For Thrawn, I've got none. For the Night Trooper, I also have none. So that just leaves Morgan Elsbeth and Ezra Bridger, and don't get me wrong, they both look great. The only problem I have is with their eyes. Morgan Elsbeth's eyes should be just straight black like they are in the show when she has those face tattoos. Easy fix, not too big of a deal actually, but I just kind of wish they were straight black. But Ezra Bridger, his eyes are a bit of a different story. I already talked about it a good bit, so I won't go into detail again, but they should be just the basic Lego eyes. I'm okay to tolerate it if it's just for this set, but if Lego keeps doing this for characters in the future, I'm really not going to like it. I don't like this change of them staring into your soul with those weird, really bright eyes. It's just kind of creepy. But that's all I have for the figs. Moving on to the model. Although it does look good on the outside, the inside was such a pain to build. There were so many empty gaps like this one here, some in the back over here. It was not a very fun build for me. I didn't enjoy the building process that much. And that's always kind of a keen thing for me. You have to enjoy building a Lego set as much as you do looking at it. And this was not really the case. And the payoff was really nice, but the building process just wasn't that enjoyable. I also kind of wish that it was full circle. I really kind of wanted that when I finished building it. Like, man, where's the other half of this? It's full circle in the show. Why do we only get the half? And yes, you could buy another one, but the price for this set is $50. Oh my goodness, why? We get 9 minifigures in the Battle Droid and Clone Trooper Battle Pack that came out a while back, and it was like $30, I think. I don't remember exactly, but it was less than $50. And in this set, we get 5 minifigures and half a circle for $50. Is it just me, or is Lego raising the prices of their sets drastically? Maybe it's not their fault, maybe it's just inflation, but again, it just is crazy how much this set costs with such a low piece count. And for those who really want to go the extra mile and build the other half of this circle, have to buy another set for a grand total of $100. You can get the T6 Jedi Shuttle for that much, and it's just ridiculous how much this set costs. But despite that, for $50, you get a really sleek model and some brand new minifigures. All 5 of these figures are new to this set, and I think that's really awesome. It's really good to see that LEGO still values quality in their sets. Like the model and the minifigures, LEGO went the extra mile for these things. They're outstanding. I really do love it, despite the price. To get Thrawn in a set was especially special for me. Especially special. He's my favorite Star Wars character of all time. And just to get him in LEGO form, it has a really special place in my heart. And because of that, this set is like a 10 out of 10 for me. LEGO, you did a great job with this one. Thank you. But that's it for now. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.